Hello, everybody. I am SS the Showstopper, and today is the 20th of January 2024. Now, I was here and I was looking at places that I can go tomorrow before I head back to work, and I was thinking that okay, I want to go somewhere nice because I was invited out, and I was thinking of places, my choice, that I really want to go. So I was busy researching and looking at stuff on the internet, and then I said, okay, before I go to my bed, where can I go? And I was looking and I picked out 5 places. But besides that, the point I'm trying to make is that upon scrolling, I saw we're in TJ drop chapter 2. Now, before I get into it, or I say anything in regards to the song and its content, I realized that TJ is doing his clash by a theme. So everything is well planned out and orchestrated. And I like that. He is going into the clash and he's doing what he's doing. I was on his live. I was actually on TJ live. And then I was on Emotep live. So I was watching 2 things at once. I don't know. I have a big head. People don't ask me how I do it. I have a big head. So maybe that contributes to my ability to multitask a little bit more than the average person. Anyways, so I was listening to TJ Live and he was talking and he was saying all of these things about Timoya, which is actually his daughter's name. And so I was, listening and reading the comments, and I was seeing where people were commenting and stuff like that. But I see wherein TJ is actually responding like a book or a theme, like a script, and he's making chapter 1, chapter 2, and I like it. I like the theme that he's moving by and stuff like that. And let me see now. Let's get into it. Okay. So he dropped the song and it's chapter 2, and I'm listening to it and I'm like, okay, TJ has done some homework. I'm not sure if somebody sent him the message or he has been listening to me or other persons have been listening, because I see people using my talking points. Other vloggers, don't think I haven't seen you. Don't think I haven't seen you. I know that you guys are using my talking points and so forth, but it's all good. It's okay. The source came. This is a source. Okay. This is a source, and I'm not worried about the amount of people. The quantity. I'm worried about the quality. The quality is what I'm concerned with. The type of persons who are actually watching my channel, because like I always say, my channel is not for everybody. So back to the topic. So I see wherein he's moving via theme. And that's okay. That's great. He's strategizing. He's built for the war. So he's coming out and he's dropping hits. Now I realize that his tone, his breathing, everything is really different in this. You understand? And I see wherein he's properly orchestrated his thing. He set it up, and his delivery is great. His delivery is much better than before. His punches are connecting, and I like the directness of it. And that's what I was speaking about. You don't have to go on an upbeat, you don't have to go on an up tempo, but at the end of the day, his delivery is great. His tone changed also. And that's also something great. So this is what I was looking for in the clash. We know they have the lyrics, so his lyrics is great. He used simile again, but it's not as much as before in the first one, and so it's not much metaphor to it, but he's connecting. So he's going direct. He's battling then, basically. So he doesn't have to use a lot of metaphor. He didn't, and that's okay. His battle is great. The war part of it is great, and that's what I like. So you're not gonna check all boxes. You understand me? Because probably he's not a war artist, but he has some talents or some wits to him. So he's applying it. So we see that, and I like this one about TJ. The second round, yes, I like it very much. I think you are going. I think you are on a roll. I think you are winning. I like where it's going. So kudos to TJ. I like the flow, I like the melody, I like the rhythm, I like everything about it and stuff like that. I'll give him probably an 8.5 out of 10. And the reason I say 8.5 is that, more use of metaphor is needed, more use of metaphor, less simile. But other than that, He's great. He's punching hard. He's coming. He's showing you that he's about battle and he's coming for Valiant head. I said TJ is on a roll. TJ is coming for your head. And that's what I said. And that's exactly what I meant. And that's what TJ has been doing. And for that, I like him. I love when, he can show his versatility, his lyrical content, his flow, the melody, and a lot of this. He's not necessarily good at the melody of mastering it, like how Valiant is more for like a sing J type of guy. But TJ sings, so I don't see what's the issue in him singing out the battle. But anyways, or applying more melody to it. But anyways, we won't, like I said, he gets a 8.5 out of 10 for that. Now, I see we already mentioned, quite a few things that is a bit humorous in the clash. And, he mentioned about Pretty Dan. And I know that damn demon is going to come tomorrow with in the morning, with a wave and stuff like that because somebody going to tell that damn fungus that is their name was called, and you know what time it's going to be. I'm not here for it. I'm not interested to know. I just know that it's just gonna be, mad people are spontaneous, so we never know because mad people are spontaneous. But one thing we never are always surprised of their behavior. You understand me? Or because they often react rather than respond. They don't have the ability to respond to anything, so we know that they will react. But it can go right instead of going left. But in any event, I highly doubt this she responding will go right tomorrow. But I like how TJ apply it, and TJ, is not scared to call names, he's not scared to drop any. I noticed that TJ has been dropping names. Because in his first song, he dropped about Ramesh, he dropped about the selector, he dropped, he's going out for Valiant, then Ramesh, then the selector. And then he dropped Byron Messiah and stuff like that. Now, in this one, he dropped TJ Friends, he dropped Valiant Friends who, around him, and he dropped Pretty Dan name. So he's not, one thing he's good at is name dropping. You understand me? He name drop. He's not scared, and I like that. The bravery of it is what we need in this battle because you're a gladiator and you're going into the ring. So he has to come full throttle, and I like it. Like I said, I like the wave and the force that he's coming with. Chapter 2, very interesting. Now he removed the face from the cover art, and he just left the hat with 2 holes in it. So you know that he's about business. I think in chapter 3 you won't see anything there, probably the skeleton or something like that. So he's at a theme. You understand me? And I always say, not because the person respond last means that they actually win the battle. The person who respond last can be the one who lose if they shoot themselves in the leg, kind of like what Jada Kingdom did. But I like how Valiant, when I break it down, and I'm glad. Let me take the time out to thank all those who complimented me for breaking down the content of what musician or people in music really look for in a battle. And a lot of persons weren't aware that it's not just about exposing. I gave it all in full detail in the last video that I did with said that Valiant full response to the DISS and stuff like that. I break it down, and I'm glad that it was well received, and I thank you guys so much. I see persons who are disagreeing with me and stuff like that, but you can't just disagree and just say you disagree. You have to give a reason. You understand me? You can't just disagree and say, okay, because it doesn't validate your disagreements. You understand? You're just saying something because you feel like, it seems as if you feel like saying that you disagree, and so you do. But it's good when you can give a reason as to why you disagree. The same way I give a reason as to why people would think that Valiant is leading, and they would be able to break it down because they're musicians or they knew music and entertainment, so they know exactly what they're looking for. And if you look at battle on the international scene, it's the same way they look for these things. The judges, these are the things that they look for when artists are going to battle. It makes no difference on the local scene unless you aren't interested in the pure artistry of it and the spirit of it. Then you're just doing anything and just going by gossip and going by this and going by that and not care. But when you're a real musician, you're going to look out for everything that you are supposed to look for. And I realize that a lot of people need to understand, and that's okay. We all don't know. I don't know everything. And so I'm also in a position of a student where I'm willing to learn so I can bestow my knowledge onto others, and so there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If you disagree, if you give me a reason as to how you come to disagree, then point taken. Point taken. It doesn't mean that I'll change and agree with you, but point taken. You understand me? But when you just say that you disagree and you leave it at that, it leaves room for me to interpret that. What exactly are you talking about? I'm confused. It seems like you're just disagreeing with me for the heck of it, or because you like TJ more, then that's the reason you automatically say TJ won. I'm not on that wave. You understand me? I don't pick a dog. I don't have a dog in the fight. I just look at the music and I look at what's being put out there and I judge by what's out there. I don't have a preference. I do not know TJ. I do not know Valiant. None of them are paying me. I'm not on their payroll. I don't see them when my bills are due. And because of such, I really do not care. I'm going by what I hear. I'm going by the things that they're saying and how they put out their cover art, every single thing. And there's a checkbox. And that's what we look at and some people are just clash, and you must say nasty things because that's what clashing is about, is who can disgrace who and who can. That's the fish market type of behavior. That I'm not for that. There are so many pages out there. I mean, you find 90% are probably the gossip pages that facilitate that. I'm probably the 10% or the 1% that simply don't. Everybody's not on social media. There are people out there who don't care for social media. They care for their career path, their business, what they're about, their personal life. And so I want to be that avenue in case they want to go on social media every now and then. There's a wholesome forum or a wholesome channel for them to look at and see and participate in and comment. A lot of people don't want to read through your comment section, and when they read through it, they see a lot of nasty, disrespectful things, indecent language, expletives, and stuff like that. They will stay away because there are people who want positive energy in their atmosphere, just like myself. And some are even more extreme than I. So when they take the time out to come on social media, and stuff like that, especially reputable people of certain, like I said, career path and stuff like that, they want to see something positive and stuff like that. And I want to know that I can bring forth that avenue to them, to welcome them to social media, know that everything isn't always bad. Or even in a clash, which everyone would probably deem negative and say that it can go left, I can give you an angle that you can relate to, that can make it more welcoming for a person who doesn't really cater for clash or battle. You understand? So guys, everything won't be said how you like it. Everything won't be said how you are used to it. But it doesn't mean that you cannot give it an ear and listen and partake and be respectful to each other in the comment section. You understand me? You don't have to agree, but I have to facilitate persons who are of a calmer mode, and people who are more reserved, people who are introvert, though I don't believe in an introvert people, but people who they're not necessarily social persons. And so I have to facilitate them when they come on social media so they can feel welcome. You understand me? Because what we want to do is to generate more audience, and we also want to generate a target audience. That's not for everybody. That's why I say my channel is not for everyone. It's for people who are critical thinkers, people who are thinking outside the box, forward thinking people who are intelligent, people who can drop knowledge. You understand me? And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And so I use my channel to facilitate them. Okay. So I like where the clash is going. I like how TJ is that's what we can tell. That's what we can tell. He's well structured and he's strategizing in the battle, and he's saying things that we want to hear, like a real battle artist. And that's what I like. He changes flow a little. He switch it up. His delivery is on point. His cadence is on point. His breathing is good. He's relaxed. He seems like, yes, this is what I'm coming for, and I'm punching you out. And I like it a lot. And I'll give it to TJ. We'll wait to see what Valiant come with. Hopefully he comes strong too. And hopefully he knows that, yes, this is a battle and TJ is not backing down. He said that he's not backing down and he's not afraid of TJ. That's good. It's all in the spirit. I just hope that they're not a pawn in the game between Solid Agency and Ramesh Entertainment, because, labels, management do these kind of things. I just hope that TJ is really doing it in the sincerity and in the spirit of it. Yes, we know that he's promoting his album. That's good. Go ahead and promote your album. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You understand me? At least he's still in dancehall and he's doing what he's doing. So I'm not going to hold that against him. I hope he get the 50,000 that he's hoping for and such. You understand me? That's all I have to say for it right now as we speak. I'll be back. So thank you so much. Enjoy your day and may God bless you. Bye-bye.